Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, everybody. People showed up today. I know. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Take a shot at these brave people. That's right. These are brave people. They drove just to see us. And we appreciate them. We appreciate them. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the show. I love them. We didn't expect anybody with the roads today, and look at that. We have people. Thank you. Have a seat. Let's get started. I'll say it before we even introduce Kendall. And I mean it. I am appreciative in May, February, March, November. I'm really appreciative on days like this when the weather isn't cooperating that folks still come out and see us. So they didn't cancel. So thank you. They're here. And to all of you that did have to cancel, I get it. The roads are bad. Please come back and see us this week. All you have to do is go to that Facebook page, click the ticket tab, and then you pick a date, and Courtney we'll send you an email, and we would love to see you. We'd love to see this one right over there, too. Please say hello to Miss Kendall, everybody. Hello, Kendall.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, very good. One of those lovely people is my best friend. Made it out to the show today.
Oh,
Jenna.
well, in the corner. Hey.
Hey.
I love that we put her in the corner. She's all the way, yeah.
You got to put people that know me in the corner.
That's very true. Yeah. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So how was your weekend?
It was great. We had our holiday party. Jason was a great host.
Yeah,
Everyone.
we had the little Jason Show holiday party.
That was really fun.
Well, let me tell a quick story about that, about you and the little holiday party. So, people know I love pull tabs. Yep. I love to play them, and so our staff was there, and we missed Erin Schwaberini. She had to work. She was singing, and Ted. I don't know. Ted was watching a Hallmark movie or something. But anyway. I was passing out. I got a big old lump sum of pull tabs to get to all the employees. So I'm handing them out, and I had one more left in my hand. And I'm, here's here. And I had one more. There's a gentleman standing up right now. He's taking a picture. I'm like, what is happening to my right? So there's a gentleman standing up. Freaked me out for just a second there. Okay. I'm like, what is happening? Why is he standing up? We're live right now. And okay, anyway. So I'm passing out the pull tabs, and I have one more left. And I'm passing Kendall's table, and I said, Kendall, here you go. I handed it to her, and what happened, Kendall?
I pulled $100.
That's right, I'm the very last one. Yeah, I know. No one else won, but nobody else won but Kendall. I know, the booing you hear is the other staff members, but yeah, so I'm glad that you came.
Winner.
Well, and then my weekend took a turn on Saturday.
Yep.
Kendall, I can't wait for this, but I was goofy on Saturday. I went out with a friend of mine who I will not name just in case she doesn't want me saying. We got a little crazy. We had a couple cocktails, and we go back to my place, and as I said before, my place was owned by this really cool Northwest Airlines pilot. He was a swinging bachelor. So he retrofitted a lot of stuff, and he put a hot tub on our balcony. And I'm like, well, thank you, Mr. Pilot, for doing that.
Right.
So anyway, my friend and I got back to the house. We got in the hot tub, and for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to go live on Instagram in my hot tub. Now, no, audience, no. And I'm doing it, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking, this probably isn't the best idea. You know what I mean? Because I had trunks on, but I'm like, what am I doing here? And I'm answering questions. I'm like doing a talk show from my hot tub. And then I stopped, and then I got off it, and I immediately deleted it, because I'm like, nothing was, like, we didn't do anything bad, or I didn't say anything. But I was thinking to myself, you don't make the best choices after a couple cocktails. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, I can just see it.
I know. The only person who saw it was my assistant Q. The only person that saw it that knows me, and luckily he doesn't care. So that was the only person. It got deleted real quick. Let's just say that. See, that's why. Follow me on Instagram. You never know when I'm going to throw another hot tub party. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. From hot tubs to hot dish. Let's get going. First up, dust off your golden lasso and book a trip on that invisible jet. Wonder Woman's back, y'all. That's right. This is so good. We're getting our first look at the trailer for the sequel to the first blockbuster, and this time, Wonder Woman's going 80s, girl. Look at this.
No. I take what I want in return. Everyone will see. The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
Yes. How good. I say this 800 times a year. I love a good trailer. That is a good trailer. Mm-hmm. That is a really good trailer.
Oh, yeah. All the feels. You get all the shivers and the 80s music in the background, too.
It's so well edited. I love her. I love him. I don't know how they're going to bring him back. Just saying. I don't know. How are they bringing Steve? Gal Gadot returns as Wonder Woman along with her love interest, Chris Pine, who supposedly died in the last movie. Kristen Wiig plays Barbara Minerva, who ends up being Cheetah, a new villain. Yeah, Cheetah. I don't know. I did a fake cat. I don't know. Wonder Woman 1984 hits theaters next June. Did you like the first one?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about your fake cat. I really liked it. It was like,
thank you.
It's good.
I just wonder if they're going to have her camp out with like the outfit. Are they going to have her dress like a cat? Or are they going to keep it more realistic, where maybe she just purrs or something? You know what I mean?
That'd be very realistic.
I don't want to see her in a tail and Thundercat ears. And no, I want her to look realistic. Yeah. Next in the dish, Wonder Woman isn't the only new trailer we're getting this morning. In the last few hours, the first trailer for a new Ghostbusters movie came out. Yeah, it kind of dropped quietly. And I wonder if there's a reason. It's the third movie in the franchise, but the first since 1989. Look at this.
Wait a minute. Who are you? Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. So Jason Reitman wrote and directed this. Jason Reitman is Ivan Reitman's son, Ivan, who did the first one. Okay, so that's nice. There's a pedigree. Looks like they're totally going to forget the all-female Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. So this is going to follow the Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd one. So that's why I said it's the third. But hello, where are they? If this is following, now I guess those kids, one of them is like a grandchild of either Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray. But it would be nice to see them, because that just looked like a trailer for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't, I know they had the car, the Ecto, but you know what I mean? It didn't feel like a Ghostbusters trailer. I expected something different. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing.
It's like they were pulling off of the Stranger Things. It's so big right now, and they're just trying to get on that train.
Well, and it would make sense because the kid from Stranger Things is in there.
Right.
You saw him, Finn. I don't know. I'll withhold judgment because I love the original and I love part 2. I didn't love the female one, but I didn't. I love the cast. They were saddled with a really bad script. I mean, I love Leslie Jones and I love Kristen Wiig and I love Kate McKinnon. They had a bad script. This one comes out next July. So we'll see. Next in the dish. With 2019 winding down, we're seeing plenty of year-end lists featuring the best of this and the best of that. And what about the worst movies of the year? Well, Rolling Stone is out with a list, and you will not believe what is number 1. This is from Peter Travers, everybody, a very respected film critic. Let's start with a few others on the list. The recently released holiday movie Last Christmas, starring Emilia Clarke and Emma Thompson, is number 10 on the list. You disagree, Kendall?
I just saw it last night. I liked it.
Okay. The article says it features zero chemistry between the lovers and zero reason to exist.
What?
We'll debate it in a minute. Moving to number 4, it's the big screen version of the beloved book, The Goldfinch. The movie starring Nicole Kidman, Ansel Elgort, and more bombed to the box office. Editors call it, quote, arguably the worst literary adaptation in decades, end quote. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else with that one. Others in the top 10 include Will Smith's Gemini Man and the war movie Midway. But what was number 1? What is allegedly, to Peter Travers, the worst movie of this year? This. By Rolling Stone, editors say the live-action remake of The Lion King is the worst movie of the year, calling it, quote, a toxic trend of... The guy's standing up again. He's standing up. He's mad. Calling it a toxic trend of corporate product minus heart, soul, and any kind of originality.
Boo, 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 boo,
Yeah.
boo.
I didn't hate it that much, but I like Jon Favreau, who directed it. I like the Jungle Book that he did, but that's harsh.
He didn't hold anything back. He dropped all the bombs.
Yeah,
Boom,
I would
boom,
have
boom.
reversed that list. It was not wonderful as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't number 1.
Last Christmas was number 1 then to you?
It should have been number 1. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. I don't know. I haven't seen it. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up, J-Lo is back hosting SNL and proving just like wine and cheese, she gets better and better over time. Then, I'm going to try and contain myself today because Abby Fairgate Ewing Sumner herself, Donna Mills, is joining us live. We'll talk about her latest role, and we will, of course, talk about her greatest role, Abby on Knots Landing. And the force is strong with a Minnesota artist. Artist Steve Thomas is here, and of course, we'll ask him about his great deal with Lucasfilm. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
I'm looking for Matt and Jacqueline because they have just won a home makeover.
What? Oh my God, that's me. I'm Jacqueline.
And is your husband home?
Yes.
And could you go get him, sir?
This is him. This is my husband.
Hi, I'm Matt. Such a big fan, man. It's crazy.
This man is the man that you are married to?
Yes, I cannot believe we won. Oh my God, my mind is so blown right now.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. Just so I'm clear, you 2 are married.
Last time I checked.
Would you check again?
When I asked you to marry me, you said yes, right?
You asked him?
Yeah, and on the 3rd time, I finally said yes.
3 times? Okay, you know what? Let's just go.
One of the better ones from SNL. That's Jennifer Lopez on SNL this weekend. One of the funnier sketches of the night. Well, welcome back. J-Lo opened the show, of course, with the SNL monologue, talking about her really big, really happy year. And she ended with a song and a surprise. Look at this. Absolutely. That is, of course, J-Lo in a version of her iconic green Versace dress from the 2000 Grammys. I have said all I can say is what I say every time you see J-Lo, and that is, I don't know what deal she's made with somebody, but she's aging backwards. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like when Ursula took Ariel's voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's made a deal with a sea witch or something, but J-Lo looks tremendous.
It was a good deal, girl. It was a good deal.
I'm not just, she looks, every time I say this, inevitably I'll Google something, and even the last time she was on SNL, I would argue she looks better now than she did when she was in her 20s. You know? She's just...
Please, God, if there's hope for me.
Yeah,
please.
I know. Please, me too. Yeah. Well, on Mondays, we get a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, from TMZ, give it up for Sean, everybody. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Jason. How's it going?
Doing great. So, Steve Harvey does it again. So, he was hosting Miss Universe on Fox last night, and he made a flub. What flub this time?
Right, so he made a flub, but now Miss Universe is saying he didn't make a flub, so it's really interesting. So there is a contest that happens within the Miss Universe contest, despite, or in addition to the actual winner of the contest. It's called the costume contest. It's supposed to be a costume worn, a national costume representing the culture and history of each country. Well, Steve Harvey announced that the winner of the costume contest for 2019 was Philippines. However, the woman that was on stage at the time when he announced the winner was the representative from Malaysia. Now, she said that it's not Philippines, it's Malaysia, which seemed to be saying that she was the winner, not Philippines, and he pointed at the teleprompter and was upset, being like, you guys are doing this to me again, it's not my fault, I'm just reading the prompter, it says Philippines. But now the Miss Universe pageant is telling us that that actually isn't correct, that Philippines was the winner, and that Malaysia was just being brought on stage to feature her and show off her great costume as well. So some things maybe not really adding up. And there was originally a tweet from Miss Universe, or from the Miss Universe pageant, congratulating Malaysia. That's gone. They've put up a tweet now congratulating Miss Philippines. It's all very confusing.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, this is no offense to you. You read it beautifully. I don't know what you just said.
No, can I tell you, me trying to prepare for this story and understand all of it, I had to read it 5 times and then call people because I was like, wait, I do not understand what you're telling me.
Yeah, and if I was Steve Harvey, I would never host this again. I mean, seriously.
Right?
He doesn't need it.
I mean, it's too much drama for him, right?
Yeah. Next, something a lot of people are talking about, the man behind, this is sad, 2 iconic Sesame Street characters passes away.
That's right. Caroll Spinney, he was perhaps best known for playing Big Bird. He was the man who puppeteered Big Bird, but also Oscar the Grouch for nearly 50 years. He passed away on Sunday, and he was living with what's called dystonia for a while. It's a movement disorder which can affect a person's muscles, and they can contract uncontrollably. He retired from Sesame Street just last year, so he's been working really for a long time, and he'd been on the show since its early days, back in 1969. He starred more Sesame Street episodes than any other cast member. So it's a really sad day for those people who love Sesame Street.
Yeah, he was an artist. Sean, thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Or week now. I'm still on the weekend. I meant week, yeah.
It's that hot tub time machine.
It's the hot tub time machine. I'm still thinking it's the weekend. When I look at the different stories that people were doing on the puppetry, so Big Bird, if I understand this correctly, Big Bird is 8 feet tall, and so he would use his hands. So his hands would operate Big Bird's neck.
Oh.
So he would stick it up like that. So
cool.
I love it. I think puppetry is such a great art that we don't champion and celebrate as much as we should. Because I think Jim Henson, what they did in the 80s was amazing. Next in the dish, the Hollywood award season is officially underway. Just a few hours ago, nominations came out for this year's Golden Globes. Leading the way in the movie categories is the Netflix drama Marriage Story, starring Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. It has 6 nominations, including Best Drama. Another Netflix movie, The Irishman, also received several nominations. Both are available to watch right now. The Irishman, from what I understand, is like 18 hours long. So, I mean...
Oh, really?
Yeah, start it right now and come back, and then we'll be on the air tomorrow, and then you can see the end of it. But yeah, it's really long. I haven't seen it. Now, Aaron, Aaron Schwab saw Marriage Story, and she said it's very realistic, but you need to like watch a Disney movie after, because I guess it's really heavy, very, very heavy and real.
Oh, I don't want to watch that.
I don't either, yeah. Turning to TV, a few of my recent favorites are nominated. The second season of Big Little Lies earned a Best TV Drama nomination, along with nominations for Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon, and the one, the only, Meryl Streep. And the Netflix show, oh, I love this show. Unbelievable is the show. Earned several, thank you, Aaron. Earned several nominations, including Best Limited Series, as well as nominations for stars Merritt Weaver and Toni Collette. Merritt deserves that award. I'm a new fan of hers. I know she was on Nurse Jackie, right, Jeff? But when you watch that show, she steals it. Both Tom Hanks and Jennifer Lopez were nominated in the supporting categories for their movies, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and J-Lo was nominated for Hustlers. Yeah, so congratulations to J-Lo. When that movie came out, everybody laughed because some people were going, oh, she could win an Oscar. Here she is with a Golden Globe. I mean, she could at least get a nomination.
She does everything, literally everything.
Have you seen Hustlers?
Not yet. I want to.
I want to too. And check out who's competing against each other in the original song category. Beyonce for her song from The Lion King, and Taylor Swift for her new song in the movie Cats. Yeah.
They're both cats.
Hashtag Litterbox. Okay, the Golden Globes are set for January 5th with Ricky Gervais returning as host for a fifth time. More dish for you now. A new attraction is now open at Disney World Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I'm talking about Rise of the Resistance. Is the newest ride. You're looking at video. This is inside the ride, y'all. It just opened a few days ago, and as you might expect, there are long lines for the ride. But here's the good news. It is getting rave reviews from everybody. Universally praised. And we're getting a review of the ride from the front lines. Fox 9 Morning News executive producer Eric Ryers is there. He sent me these pictures. This is in front of the queue line. A rare quiet moment right there. That's the beginning of the line. And then the next one. Okay, now audience, come back to the TV so I can explain what you're looking at and give you some perspective. This is a panoramic shot that Eric did. What doesn't translate well over the television is, let me give you a comparison. You know the hangar outside MSP where they fix airplanes, how big that is? That is basically how tall and how large this hangar is. The elevator, Eric said that when the elevator door opens and you walk into this hangar, this is supposed to be a Star Destroyer. He said there are audible gasps because of how ginormous this thing is. And there's about 30 stormtroopers looking at you as you're standing there. They're animatronics, some are real. And he goes, it's really disconcerting. And the whole ride from start to finish takes about 25 minutes. Oh. And the lines they do what's called a virtual queue, where you don't have to wait in line for 10 hours. What you do is, Eric said, they checked in at 7 a.m., and you get told when to come back like 10 hours later. And then you come back, and then it's about, then you wait about an hour, and then you go on the ride. And Eric said, it is well worth the wait. He said it lives up to all the hype. Yeah. Nice. Can I tell you, I cannot wait. I'm going to be there in a couple weeks. I'll come back and give you a full report, but they said finally the hype, it lives up to the actual hype that it's been getting. It's that good. It's like a ride unlike any other. So.
I like it. I think if it's 25 minutes long of a ride, that makes it a lot more worth your time to stand there. You know?
And other than just 2 minutes and you're like, bye. Okay. Still to come. She was a part of our Thursday night TV ritual for more than a decade on Knots Landing. I am beyond excited to talk live to the one and only Donna Mills about her return to series TV and the new comedy Mood Swings. And later, he's a local artist whose work has been spotted in popular TV shows featuring a new spin on movies like Star Wars. We visit Steve Thomas in the studio coming up. Stay with us, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for being here. I also say this a lot. This is one of the days when I wake up and I go, I am really happy that I have a talk show, because you get to talk to the people that you've loved for years and years and years. You're literally looking at a guy who's getting another little dream come true. Well, our next guest, this is going to be a fun moment. Our next guest stars in a new TV series about a divorced woman who was awarded her mega rich husband's Malibu mansion, but not given any financial support. Take a look at Mood Swings.
And what are you going to do for money?
Get it the old-fashioned way?
Inherit it?
Embezzle it?
Earn it! Why is it so funny?
When was the last time that you earned money?
The tooth fairy count?
No.
Why don't you just find some roommates and make them pay rent? That was gonna be my next suggestion.
The show stars Crystal Hunt and the iconic and one of my favorite people on the planet, the great Donna Mills, airing on the streaming platform Pure Flix. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Crystal Hunt and Donna Mills.
Thank you.
So, Crystal, you wrote an executive...
Ooh, and the crowds go wild.
I was going to say, yes. Crystal, you, as I like to say, you everythinged the show. When did this idea kind of pop in your head and how?
Actually, when we did Queens of Drama together a few years back, one of the tasks we were given, that's actually what the show kind of was about, is we had to write a treatment for a show that we would like to see on primetime television. And I was raised watching, reruns of I Love Lucy and The Golden Girls, and that's just what I fell in love with and what I binge watched. And, I'd like to see that on TV because it's been a while since that's, actually existed. So I pitched it, and a certain somebody didn't pick it.
On the show, on Queens of Drama.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't me, it was the producers, but but she never gave up on it, She kept after it, ended up writing it, and actually getting it produced, so.
And persistent.
And Donna, how do you fit into the universe? Who do you play?
I play her mama.
My mama?
Yeah, Wanda.
What is Wanda like?
Her southern mama, who, of course, wants to run her life.
And has the best idea of how her life should be ran.
Right, yeah. And, her daughter isn't all that, keen on doing it mama's way. But, that's where the conflict, the funny conflict comes in. Because it's a very funny script. When she gave me the script and I read it and I said, whew, this is really funny, And so... It's a fun thing to be able to play, and she's Southern, also, so that's always fun to play.
And it was written for Donna, so I think that was also the key, is that we had done so much drama in our careers. We have done some comedies as well, but it's nice to break out your comedy chops and also refresh people. Hey, these drama girls, we can also be funny.
And
so I also wanted to make the character something that showed some really great sides of her as well, something she could really.
And Diane Cannon is also in the cast.
Take advantage of. Pardon?
And Diane Cannon as well in the cast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I mention that? Yes, she actually, her representation actually called about Donna's role.
She wanted my part.
Yeah, and I said, I actually wrote that role for Donna Mills, but they said her sister is a great character, and she will actually be in season 2, should there be a season 2. And a couple calls later, I got a call from Diane Cannon herself, pitching that we write Auntie Sam into one of the episodes and make her, as big and crazy as she is, just to give people a taste.
Yeah.
And then have her come in full swing for season 2.
I love it.
How are you going to say no to that?
Donna, I have to say, because I think I'll lose my show if I don't ask one Knots Landing question. I said, I'm the biggest fan ever, like so millions of people. Do you know why it is not on streaming? I get asked that all the time. Why is it not available anywhere?
I get asked that all the time, too, and I wish I knew. Warner Brothers owns it. I don't know. I have no idea. They never put it out on DVD. I think they put out 2 seasons on DVD. The rest of it, no. I don't know. I really don't. People are begging for it. People, and they're begging for a reboot.
Yeah.
You know, come on, let's see it. Wouldn't you like to know what Abby is doing today?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
they're
you.
rebooting everything else.
They are.
I think it's the right time.
Why not
I wish
reboot
I
one of
knew.
the best? Well, guys, continued success. Big fans
There
of
you
both
go.
of yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mood Swings airs on Pure Flix. We had a wrap, but what I was going to say is if you listen to the radio show, you know that Donna was involved in one of the craziest things we ever did on the radio show when our afternoon drive time divas, Lori and Julia, went to Beverly Hills and they sat and talked to a woman for a half hour thinking it was Donna Mills. It was not Donna Mills. It was a woman who was afraid to tell Lori and Julia that she wasn't Donna Mills. Donna was so nice, she called into our show to reveal that she had never met Lori and Julia. I didn't get time, we got the wrap. I think she would remember that, but I didn't get a chance to ask her. After the break, it's prime season for Christmas movies, but which one has the most Christmas spirit? A new list names the most Christmassy Christmas movie of all time. We'll see if you agree when we return. Christmassy Christmas movie.
Since this is Aunt Bethany's 80th Christmas, I think she should lead us in the saying of grace.
Oh, great.
What, dear? Grace! Grace! She passed away 30 years ago.
They want you to say grace. The blessing.
So good. Well, it wouldn't be the Christmas season without the classic movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Well, it's the only one of the few impersonations I can do.
It was really good.
A blessing. Yeah. Grace died over 30 years ago. The cat, when she packs the cat. And then there's cat food in the Jell-O mold. That's my favorite. Anyway, we all have our favorite movies to watch this time of year, but which ones are the most Christmassy? A new list from the British company Music Magpie has some answers based on 4 factors: the number of Christmas references, box office receipts, critic and audience reviews, and if it can be watched year after year after year. Christmas Vacation ranked number 10. I would actually put that a little higher, but okay, we'll argue that later. Yes. Yeah. Okay. The gentleman that stands a lot likes to argue with me. Third on the list is no surprise. It's Love Actually, which came out 16 years ago this year. I would agree with this placement. This is one of the best.
It is.
And again, I like to throw this fun fact out. It did not do that well in theaters when it first came out. It had a second life on home video. Moving to number 2, it came out the same year as Love Actually, but what is it? Look at this.
This is the North Pole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Where's the snow?
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.
Fine.
That is, of course, the Will Ferrell classic, Elf. Kendall, do you please tell me you love Elf?
I love Elf. Smiley's my favorite.
I know.
But if
He's
you
so
what's your
good.
favorite color?
Now, the most Christmassy Christmas movie of all time, according to the polls, and I wonder what dude in the top row is going to think. Here it is.
I'm up here, you morons! Come and get me! You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Okay. It wouldn't be the Christmas season without Home Alone, which came out 29 years ago. 29.
Me too.
Yeah, so did you. You're the same age as Home Alone.
Yep.
And that, as I'm saying it, is a frightening statistic. Others on the list include Gremlins, The Holiday, and It's a Wonderful Life.
The Grinch is on there too, right? 'Cause
Somewhere
that's
on
my,
there.
Like,
Yeah.
that's my number one.
People all the time. Oh, okay, dude, we're live on television. He's talking back like he's hosting the show. It's like, we are live. Eric, give me my tranquilizer dart. Aaron, do we not screen these people before they go? Still to come, everybody. He's an example of someone who followed his passion and made a career out of it. Local artist Steve Thomas has created countless works of art for bands, the state fair, even officially licensed Star Wars art. You're going to get to know him when we return. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Our next guest is known for putting a modern, vintage spin on some of the most iconic characters from the world of pop culture. Over the past 14 years, Minnesota artist Steve Thomas created dozens of limited edition Star Wars prints approved by Lucasfilm. His art has also been featured in the sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men, and recently, photographer Eric visited his studio.
A lot of what I do is vintage inspired, whether that be the old travel posters or the old advertising art. You know, I've had a lot of opportunities. I was able to do the Minnesota State Fair poster back in 2011. I've worked for companies like Cliff Bar. The coolest place I've seen my work is probably on the set of one of those comedies. You might have seen this on the set of 2.5 Men, or if you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory, when they revamped the comic book store, this you can see in the background up on the wall. I grew up loving Star Wars. You know, I had the bed sheets, t-shirts, you know, action figures, everything. Fast forward 30 years, I had the opportunity to start doing licensed artwork for Star Wars, which is just amazing. Some of the first things I did were travel posters to some of the planets. You know, I started with Tatooine, Alderaan, the Death Star. I like to put a little bit of whimsy in there, so if you've seen the movies, you're familiar with the movies, Alderaan by moonlight is sort of an inside joke. You get that joke if you're a Star Wars nerd, yeah, or a dork, whichever you like. You know, just those little details that would let people know that you are an actual fan. Dorkiest fact I would know is that technically, Princess Leia is taller than C-3PO, which I didn't know, but you know, doing some artwork for Lucasfilm, I'd put them on a scene together and they came back to me and said, nope, you gotta change the heights. So my favorite piece out of the Star Wars ones I've done is probably this drink, Rebel Cola. I mean, it's simple, I like the colors. I hadn't seen anything done like that before. Since The Mandalorian is coming out on Disney Plus, I wanted to go back to Boba Fett. It starts as really rough sketches. I wanted to go back and do a vintage liquor or wine ad, some movement from Boba Fett, and I'll stick him right in the middle. When you are working on the computer, all the details all have to be drawn still. So this one here, I just recently finished. I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to show you all the lines that were on here. This is that image there. If you can see down here, there's the Millennium Falcon as the shadow. But I did make this t-shirt, so there's a couple little jokes in this as well, so if you've seen the movies, hopefully you get them. Leia calls Chewbacca a walking carpet. Han tells Chewbacca to laugh it up fuzzball. If they keep making Star Wars movies and TV shows, then I'm gonna keep on making Star Wars art for as long as they let me. I'm drawing, basically, for a living, which is what I had set out to do, so I guess, yeah, I have my dream job. It justifies, I guess, you know, your own artwork. You know, having somebody at Lucasfilm see your stuff, give it the stamp of approval. I mean, there's nothing better than that, really, when you're an artist and you're a fan.
There's not. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steve Thomas, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
Question number one.
Yes.
Could you please put Baby Yoda on a baby food jar for me?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My wife has said you were going to ask me about that.
Yes. Anything.
Yeah.
We'll trade Aaron Schwab for a poster. No, I'm just joking. I love you, Aaron. No, but I'll trade you the guy up there. There we go. That's my buddy now. He's my co-host today.
Yeah.
What is it like? I call him take me to the moment where you're a Star Wars fan, you get the call, the email, the moment that you're going to be doing licensed stuff for them.
Well, it actually took a couple of years because I had done a few of the posters and hoping to get them sold.
Yeah.
And I found a place called Acme Archives, and they work directly with Lucasfilm. So they have a submission email. So I did that, and it took probably 2 years of me, here, this is what I've got.
Here's what I have.
And then I got an email back saying, let's go for it.
You're looking at, these are all displayed on our set. You're looking at some of the ones we didn't get into the package. I love the Jakku and the Darth Maul's milkshakes. Yeah. Okay, so now take me to the moment, because as you saw in the piece, everybody, Big Bang Theory, 2.5 Men, how does that happen?
Well, that happened without me even knowing it, really. I got an email from a friend with a screen capture from the show.
They don't have to pay you?
No, well, that's one of the things, right? When you're doing something for a licensed product like Star Wars, I get royalties from the sales, but then the artwork is theirs, so they can do whatever they want with it.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah. But, to see it on TV like that.
That's a huge, that's the payment right there.
It was,
absolutely.
I mean, you can't buy that kind of exposure, really.
No, that is, so out of, and you also did, let's take a shot, Leo, not just Star Wars, though I could talk to you about that for 80 years, for the Vikings as well.
So that was for the US Bank Stadium, they had curated artists from the local area. You submit your artwork. I was lucky enough to be chosen, and they gave me all the Hall of Famers to do. So I did portraits of all the Hall of Famers. And then those are in the Turf Suites hallway. So if you have the opportunity to go check that out.
You'll see that.
Yep.
Well, please come back.
Hey, gladly.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Steve, everybody. Head.
Thank you.
What a great gift. What a great gift for a nerd like me, sincerely.
Sure, and sorry if I could, for those watching in the audience, if you go to my website, stevethomasart.com, I've put a promo code, The Jason Show, or it's just Jason Show, and you get 20% off.
There we go. stevethomasart.com. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Thank you, my friend. That was great. Thank you so much. Now I want to get a closer look. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We will end how we began. I said at the top, the weather's bad if you're watching this on a rerun or you're watching this later today. The weather's really bad this morning, and I mean it. These folks didn't have to drive here, and they did, and I greatly appreciate it. Yeah,
thank you.
It's really nice. I walked in and I looked at them like, I didn't expect anybody to be here today, because I get it. So to say thank you, it's not a lot, but this is what we can do. We're giving all of you the very famous Jason Show mugs. So all of you get a little mug to take home. So yeah. So thank you. And then my co-host will be joining me for the rest of the week. We're going to get him on for the rest of the week. Yeah. But no, seriously, we were looking at Steve's website in the break. I'm compiling my Christmas list. So I'll give you my favorite if you want to,
don't worry, write it down.
Just in case you want to get me a little something, SteveThomasArt.com is where you can get me a present there. No. Hey, I'll say this before we wrap up for the holidays, but again, ending how we began, we had our Jason Show Christmas party, our holiday party on Friday, and I just want to say to the staff that couldn't come and to the staff that did come, I'm grateful every day of the year, but as we look back on a full year, I just want to say thank you to the best crew around. If I start mentioning, I'm going to forget somebody, and I'm going to get an email. So thanks to the Jason Show crew for working long hours to make all of us look really good. I love you all, and thank you very much. Tomorrow on the show, singer Kat Perkins. Singer Kat Perkins is here to talk about her always popular holiday show. She's also performing live. And producer Ted is back. He's off today. He's reviewing the latest TV Christmas movie. That is tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. Like I said, the weather's going to be nice for the rest of the week. So come see us. Just click that ticket tab on our Facebook page. It's right under the cover. You're in by 9:15, and you're out by 11:15, and we would love to see you. Right, Miss Kendall?
We would.
That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.